What's up, y'all? I'm back again with another video. If y'all watching this video, y'all definitely need to go and watch that last video I just did. Yes, it's kind of long, but y'all need to hear every last word of that video because we need some true healing in our community, man and woman. We need healing, and we need to stop the battle of the sexes. We gotta stop it. We gotta stop it. But this video, excuse me. But this video right here, I don't even know what I'm about to talk about. I'm about to keep on kind of talking about the same thing I was talking about in that last video. But this one is mainly to the women. Like, we gotta really learn to love ourselves, because when we learn to love ourselves, we will accept less bull stuff, less bull crap. We would stop selling our bodies. We would stop doing a lot of stuff. We gotta learn to truly love ourselves. Like, you are beautiful. You are loved. You are wanted by God. By God. We be sitting here trying to love on these men, trying to love these men so much. Well, we need to take that same energy and pour it right into God. I'm telling you. When you looking for love in all the wrong places, it'll lead you to a butt hole full of hurt. I don't even know if that's what I was trying to say, but it just leads you to a bunch of hurt, bruh. When you looking for love in all the wrong places, you know. I already told y'all, looking for love in this place, dealing with this toxic relationship, dealing with that one. I done been there. I done been through it all. To be 28 years, I'm almost 29 next month, and I'm jaded. I'm so jaded that I'm scared to even, I don't want to even ever get into a relationship again, you know. But I'm wiser now, I'm smarter, and I now understand that when I see certain things, don't ignore it. Don't stop ignoring those red flags, because it ends badly. It ends badly if you ignore those red signs. And if you're a mom, you have children, they're watching you. They're looking at everything you're doing. You gotta lead by example. You guys to lead by example, because you got lives that's looking up to you, that's depending on you to make the right decision. And even if we already done failed, sometimes I be feeling like, dang, I fucked up. My kids, they gonna have daddy issues, you know. But it is what it is. I'd rather them, you know, have those little issues than for them to see a bunch of toxicity, a bunch of fighting in our household. My daughter's 6. She don't know, she ain't never seen me and her dad fighting. Because when we was fighting all like that, she was a little baby. She was my 1-year-old age. But I left her dad right before she turned 2. And she didn't have to see all that. She might see us do some bickering every so often now. But on some physical altercation stuff, nah, she ain't seeing that. My second baby, me and her dad never really fought. But I feel like if he was given the opportunity, it just... I ain't give him that opportunity. That's why I left. This is exactly why I left him too. Because a man who know what you've been through, and you sit here and you say little things and try to threaten or bring back and manipulate me by saying, oh, you let this person did this, put their hands on you and did this, and you didn't give them this kind of grief, and all of this and all of that. Anybody who sit there and keep reminding you of the negative things that you don't want to even really remember, that you don't even really want to talk about, that's a sign of a person who don't really care about you either, and they just waiting on the perfect opportunity to step on you like them other people did. That's why we as women, we got to be careful when we get into these new situationships, these new relationships. Be very careful of what you telling that person about what the last person put you through, about what you and this last person, about what y'all used to do. And you can be real with them to a degree, you know, about certain things, but not in specifics of letting them know exactly what happened. Oh, he put his hands on me like this. Because all these clowns, these narcissists, all they do is you eat that up. Okay, so I see he did that. All they do is take that information and they want to do the same thing. They don't want to do no better. They be like, okay, shit, he did that, I'm about to do it too. Why you think I'm gonna come around and be anything different? Nah, this is why we gotta be careful what we telling these niggas, because they just waiting on the perfect opportunity. And even if they don't do it in the same way that that last person did it, they want to see. They just getting information out of you so they can see how to move in maybe just a little tiny bit of a different way than that person did. So you can't say the same thing. Like what I have learned during this season of my life of dealing with my second baby daddy, like a charmer. This nigga is a charmer. So that manipulation shit, the ability to mind fuck you, that is some powerful stuff, and that is skill. And if these niggas took that same skill and applied it to their real life, to a career, these niggas be way further ahead than they are, instead of being sitting here bashing women for why we single, independent, making money out here these days. And instead of them sitting there hating on us for doing that, they will be able to do the same thing and stop hating on the black women that's out here bossing up. But they use their skill and they use it to run game on us, to try to dumb us down because they feel so low down. Like I said in that last video, you know, it's just a lot that I'm realizing about this dirty game. And we gotta be careful, ladies. We gotta be careful, because this is a battle. Like I said in that last video, let's cite the scripture. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness in this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. This is spiritual. These dudes out here, they talk about demon time all the time. They fighting demons. They really are. They really are. This is spiritual. And these dudes are seeking to steal, kill, and destroy. Satan is living, dwelling in them. God is not dwelling in a lot of these guys. Satan, their God is Molech, the fire. I ain't even post that video about the Starbucks, but I was telling y'all about Molech, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna post it too. But a lot of these dudes, they not following the real God, the spirit of the water. They following the spirit of fire, the spirit of air, the spirit of all those other ones, except the spirit of water. And God is the spirit of water, which is why our bodies is made. That's why God, literally, that's why they say God dwells within all of us, because he does. Because our bodies is, I'm not even about to go into this. I got a video on that I never even posted, that I don't need to post too, because people don't even truly understand who God really is. People don't really know God. All this religion talk, that's why I be saying what I say about religion, because people don't really truly know who God is. People don't understand that God is water. People don't even understand that. But that's a whole nother video. But ladies, we just got to be careful what we telling these dudes. Pay attention to the red flags, because a lot of these dudes, they come in to steal, kill, and destroy like the devil does. That's the devil's job. The devil's job is literally his job. He does his job. One thing we can say about that one is he does his job. He comes to steal, kill, and destroy. That is his job. And these dudes, the devil be living within them. So they're coming to you to steal, kill, and destroy you. And what I had to learn with my own situation is the devil came into my life to destroy that Jezebel spirit within me. He wasn't necessarily coming to destroy me. God didn't allow him to get to me to destroy me, but to destroy that Jezebel spirit that was in me, that Ahab's people-pleasing spirit that was within me. That's what he came to steal, kill, and destroy. And he still be trying to work and do other things, but the one thing that he was successful at was killing that Jezebel spirit in me. The need for control, the need for feeling like I gotta give my body up, having sex with this one and that one, showing too much. Like, now that I'm on the other side, I definitely see why I needed the devil to come into my life to destroy that Jezebel spirit. And a lot of us is facing it. A lot of times this Jezebel spirit was placed onto us because of being molested at young ages. It was placed onto us. Our innocence was stolen. The devil stole our innocence way back then. And now that same thing is affecting all our relationships. That Ahab spirit. A lot of us got that people-pleasing spirit because we didn't have a daddy or we didn't have a mommy. So them voids, we looking for other people to fill them voids. So now we accepting things just to be accepted from somebody because we wasn't accepted from our first loves. Like I said in that last video. Go watch that, y'all. If y'all watching this video and have not watched that last video, yes, that video is a little long, but you need to watch that video. Because I touched on this. The importance of our parents. The importance of being a better example. If you have children, being a better example for your children, because your children are watching you. You're molding them. You might not even think so, but they're listening and they're watching every single thing you do. You're showing them what to accept by what you accept. You're showing them what to do by what you do. If you accept a man beating on you and you got little boys, you teaching your son that, okay, this is what you do to your woman when you get older. Your little girls watching that, you teaching them that, okay, this is what love is. Look at Chrisean Blueface. When I watched that interview with her telling, that her mom and dad, he was abusive to her dad was abusive to her mom. So that's why she go through that stuff with him, with Blue, thinking that that's love. And one thing about that is a man, that kind of love right there will tear you down so bad, get you on drugs so bad. Like her mama. Look at, look at Whitney and Bobby. And then look at the ripple effect that it had on Bobby Christina. Like, look at the ripple effect that it has on the children. When you so drunk in love, toxic in love, look at the effect that it has on the children. They are the future. If we want better for the future, we gotta start doing right by our own children. We gotta start being careful about what we allow them to see. Just like that girl, it's no reason. But that Blue and that Chrisean, she gonna look back. Hopefully she make it out, because it's the route they going. It only ends just like in the streets. You either end up dead or in jail, and it's the same way when in a toxic love triangle like that. You either end up dead or in jail the same way. Look at her. She keeps getting locked up because of the guy. A real man who loves you, they don't want to keep seeing you locked up. They don't want to keep seeing you hurt. They don't want to keep fighting you, ripping you down. Look like how he said, like, that's why I said in that last video, some of these men be narcissists. They hate themselves so bad that they'll get with a nice young girl, a nice pretty girl, a girl who got a lot going for herself, and try to bring her all the way down. This is why you can't submit and let the wrong man lead you, because he will lead you to destruction if you let him. So many of these women that's in jail behind a man. So many of them that's on drugs because a man introduced them to drugs, laced they blunt, put them on to this shit. Look at Chrisean, look what she said about her own, in that interview. Her own mama, because of the husband, because of her daddy. Got that woman down because she's so in love, just with anything for love. Because of that little feeling, that bullcrap feeling that these men be having us feeling. Because of the dick so good. Ooh. You ain't even orgasming. But the dick just so good. And we ready to lose it all for this man. Let him bring you all the way down. I done seen it so many times. Beautiful women just destroyed because of a man. A man who ain't love himself. Now he don't want you to love yourself and see your true potential either. You know, it's just sad, man. I done seen it one too many times. And these men literally, the devil be living in them, dwelling in them. They are demonic. They come in to steal, kill, and destroy. What did it say in it? Satan walking to and from, looking for who he can destroy. Literally. Look at how Blue said to her, oh, you think when she got her tooth back, how you criticizing her for having her tooth back in her mouth? What kind of man don't want his woman that he loved to have all her teeth? Because you don't want her to start feeling herself. He said, oh, you think you cute because you got that tooth back. That's why she didn't went and put his face on it. So look, at least if I smile now, it's about you. Like, that little baby, poor Chrisean. Because when she get old enough, hopefully, if she ever truly, because she's a spiritual girl, but she's religious, you can tell. She don't have a true relationship with God, because to have a true relationship with God, you would know that is not God or a God-ordained relationship. You would know that God does not want you in that situation. And one thing about God is he is not the author of confusion. When it's too confusing and it's too much back and forth, that's not God. That is not something that is God ordained. But one thing I know about God is when he wants you, he'll get it back in blood. He'll go get it back in blood too. He'll allow the devil to get to you. He will allow the devil to get to you. See, and hopefully you learn. He'll be like, all right, she's still not learning her lesson. All right, go on, Satan. He sends Satan. Look how in Job, in the book of Job, he sent Satan to test Job. He has sent Satan to test me numerous times. Still doing it. Let me see if she really ready, if she really love me like she says she love me, or she after me for my blessings. Until you learn the lessons, the cycles will keep repeating. Just like generational cycles, generational curses. It goes from one bloodline, like it keep going from one generation to the next until somebody finally breaks it. And once you break it, then it's done with. And it's the same with the regular life lessons. Until you learn the lesson, just like in class, if you keep failing that test, you gotta keep taking that test till you finally pass it. Keep taking that class till you pass it. Now you can finally go on to the next level. In any video game, look at video games. Any video game you play, even a video game as simple as Candy Crush, until you pass that level, you cannot move on to the next level. You must pass that level. You must pass the test. And God will allow the devil to keep testing you to see if you have learned and to see if you are ready to go on to the next level. You know? And some of us, a lot of us, it takes us a while. We got to keep on taking them tests. We keep failing, just like driving tests. Some people then took that test 5 times. And on the 6th time, they finally passed it. On the 10th time, they finally passed it. You got to keep taking it until you pass it. You need to figure out, where are you lacking at? Where is it that you keep failing at? What is it that you need more practice with? And you don't want to keep getting to some certain kind of practices, especially these abusive type of practices. You don't want to keep going through this and this and that. You don't want to keep getting beat on and beat down, because then you become jaded, broken piece of glass, just broken, trying to see the picture, trying to see. Dang, I'm about to say it's 2:25. It's 12:25. Broken. Yeah, you can still see the picture, but it's not as clear. It's not as clear when all these broken, shattered lines going through them. Like, you gotta learn the lesson, y'all. We got to learn the lesson. We got to pay attention to the red flags and stop seeing them as pretty pink flags. Because then all we do is get hurt in the end. The more you ignore in the beginning, what did Ashanti say in the song? All the things that you accept, all the things that we accept, be the things that we regret. To all of my ladies, feel me, come on, sing with me. See, when I get the strength to leave, you always tell me that you need me. And I'm weak cause I believe you, and I'm mad because I love you. So I stop to think that maybe you could learn to appreciate me. Then it all remains the same, that you ain't never gonna change. And a lot of times they not. Behavior, actions is the best form of change behavior. How a person treats you on a consistent basis. Patterns tell you all you need to know about a person. Patterns. Forget their words. Forget even some of them actions. Pay attention to the patterns of the actions. And if those patterns of the actions don't align with the words that they telling you, like I said, you gotta get rid of them. They must go, because they blocking your blessings. They holding you up. We gotta truly, truly learn to love ourselves. And loving ourselves is deeper than going for a spa day, getting a BBL, getting makeup done, getting facials, getting long weaves, getting nails. It's deeper. That's self-love. Is truly about the core. If you rip it open, cut this flesh open, and open it up, that in there, what's in here, what's under the flesh, that soul, that water within you, them fluids that flow in the inside of this. When you open up this flesh, it's about the fluid that's in there. It's what you're doing with that. It's how that feels. It's, are you feeding that? Not feeding this flesh, these ashes. It's about that soul. That's true self-love. Feeding your soul. And God is the only one that can truly feed that soul. Embrace Him. Let God live and dwell within you. Truly build a relationship with God, bruh. I'm telling you. Like, I'm telling you. I done been through so much, bruh. And I feel so different now, just because now I know God. Like, I always knew of God, but until I actually knew him and built this relationship with him, I'm telling you, it's a peace that you cannot buy, bruh. We be looking for love in all the wrong places, bruh. I'm telling you, it feels so good to know God, to know his way, to know what he would want for his daughter, to know what's not good for me, to listen to him, that gut feeling that he blessed us all with, that intuition that he blessed us all with. He blessed us all with that. That's a gift. We gotta learn to listen to it. We will avoid a bunch of stuff if we learn to listen to that gut feeling. Learn to listen to it. You know, learn to listen to it, y'all. We can avoid a lot of heartbreak. We can avoid a lot of unnecessary stuff. We be asking for this trauma that we receive. Some of it. I'm not gonna say all of it, but it gets to a certain point where we begin to ask for it. The moment you get out of a situation, you jump into another situation, you're asking for trauma. You're asking for trauma. You truly gotta learn to take time. Be alone. The only way to truly, really build your relationship with God, you gotta be alone. You gotta be alone for a minute. Everybody be praying, want to do the Sierra prayer, praying for a kingdom spouse, a kingdom partner. You gotta take time to be alone, like truly alone. You can't think God gonna bless you with your kingdom spouse and you over here entertaining Boo Boo the Fool until your spouse come. It don't work like that. Because at the end of the day, if God is sending you a kingdom partner, your kingdom husband, your kingdom spouse, if God is sending you that, he don't want you hurting his precious son. He don't want you hurting his precious daughter. And because this video is more so for my women, we just gonna talk about the men. If he is sending you your kingdom husband, you can't be sitting there entertaining Boo Boo the Fool, and then he send you your kingdom spouse, his son, that he done worked on, that his son did so much work getting closer, building his relationship with him, and he give him to you. He give you his son, and you got Boo Boo the Fool around here still cutting up around here. As soon as he dropped your spouse in your life, you still got this fool lingering around. And then when he come in and get involved with you, you say, okay, well, I mean, I could just cut him off when my kingdom spouse come. No, because Boo Boo the Fool might be demonic. He might not know how to just go on about his business when your kingdom spouse come in. Now he gonna be causing issues within you and your new thing with your kingdom spouse. This is why you got to clear your energy. Clear it. You got to clear it. You got to truly be alone, in solitude, with just you and God until he bring that person. You can't be entertaining this fool while you waiting on God to bring you the real thing. I'm tired, y'all, because I just did that other video too, so I've been preaching. Now I'm over here crying. I don't know, it's just like, it's just so much. I just want so much better for us as women. I'm tired for all of us, for everything that I've been through. It's many other women that have been through them things. Some worse, some not as worse. But one thing about it is I learned my lesson. And it took for me to almost get killed to learn it. You know what I'm saying? It took for me to go through some harsh things for me to learn them. And you don't want to be like that. But I understand too that Sometimes that's exactly what it takes. That's exactly what it takes. But God will spare you. Because a lot of us supposed to have been dead, but we here still. And it's for a reason. God spared you. So thank him and learn the lesson from it. Learn the lesson. Learn the lesson. I'm telling you. Because until you learn the lesson, you're going to keep dealing with the same thing. The same thing. Even if you jump to a different person. This is why oftentimes we get with people and be like, dang, you act just like this person. It's just like the same person in a different body. Because them spirits jump person to person. And birds of a feather flock together. They might not even know each other, but they spirits is all in the same. You know, he from this one could be from here and this one could be from there, but they one in the same. Because they the spiritual realm that they live in, their souls is bonded in the same family. They come from the same spiritual wickedness. Like, this stuff is spiritual, y'all. We are not fighting against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. It's spiritual, y'all. Put on your armor of God. Put on your armor of God and fight. And fight your own battles too. A lot of us, we got our own demons. Women, we be having our own demons too that we need to slay. Slay them. We don't battle demons. We slay them, baby. The demons slay around here. We slays them. Period. We slays them. So, I'm tired, y'all. I'm thirsty. So, I'll see y'all in the next video. Because I'm going to probably keep talking about this stuff, bruh. Because something got to give. Something got to give. So,